Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video to sort of supplement the EVP analysis video I just posted. I've read through the comments and I've took on board what you've said, and I think a lot of the interpretations you guys came up with were a little bit better than my own. Now the EVPs themselves weren't brilliant. I get that, like there seemed to be a response to every question, which was great, and the synchronization with the EMF detector going off was brilliant. Like, it's really hard to argue with that sort of verification of the two bits of activity at once. But in terms of actual clarity of the voices, they weren't fantastic. They were a little hard to decipher, which is why I kind of opened it up to you guys to help me interpret. I think it seems to be the only way to go, really, when it's like that. You can sit and stare at it and listen to it for ages, and once you hear one thing, it's hard to hear another, and that's the problem I kind of came across. It's why I asked you guys for your help as well. But that said, there were a couple that were pretty clear. It works seemed to be pretty clear to me. I couldn't hear anything else other than that, and it's still, like, them two words were clear. The third word I couldn't get, and a lot of you guys think it says it's still here, which concerns me a little bit, because after I read that comment, I literally couldn't unhear it. It seems so obvious, but it's just not something that occurred to me. So in response to that, on the off chance that is what the spirit was saying, then I'm going to be doing a smudging ritual again. It's not a one-time thing, I appreciate that, so I'm going to try and get better and do that a little bit more in response. Other things then from the EVP recording. One thing I thought I was doing quite well was buying myself a nice expensive audio recorder to try and capture these things, but the more research I've kind of done into EVPs, the less that makes sense, because an EVP is a spirit communicating through the white noise, which is kind of the noise floor on any audio device. So the more expensive audio device you get, they have less sort of floor level noise. That's what makes them a better recorder. They're clearer. That doesn't necessarily make the EVPs clearer. That just means there's nothing to manipulate to get said EVPs, which for me is probably why these ones didn't turn out brilliant. I did try recording at a lower level volume so that when I boosted it up, there was a bigger noise floor, but I'm not sure it worked great. That said, like I say, there was responses to every question almost, and like I say, the EMF detector was going off in sync, and there were a couple of orbs too that really were significant. Right when I said it was cold, right before then, there was an orb down the right hand side of the screen, and right before the icing tub fell off, you see this little ball of light shift across from left to right, and it just sort of zips across the screen right before the icing tub falls off. And like that kind of verification of two bits of activity kind of synchronizing like that, it's really hard to argue with. Yeah, definitely debunk that. I wouldn't call that dust in any way, shape or form. That's definitely a spirit in some manifestation, some form or another. But yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts on the matter. If you guys have any other thoughts, let me know. Hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll keep posting these things as I get them. Thank you.